question is okay, related to the whether these carry the amino acid or not. Does phloem carry the amino acid? Yes, and arteries do carry. So answer is A. Next is through which pathway does blood leave the heart? Leave the heart. Okay, through arteries and from which part? Atria or ventricles? It leaves from the ventricles. The upper wall are atria transfer the blood to ventricles, so they leave through arteries and from the ventricle. Okay, the diagram is given. What is an X? Okay, engulfs pathogen. This one is phagocyte because it has lobed nucleus. The lymphocyte has a complete nucleus, so this one is lymphocyte. Okay, good. Okay, what are these cells? Good. Red blood cells. What are the adaptations of red blood cells? Okay, okay. What else? No nucleus. That one is important, by the way. Okay, which row shows the effect of the cholera on the human body? Move the chloride ions into the small intestine. Water potential would decrease. Oh, decrease because there are chloride ions, so water potential would decrease. Okay, and because the decrease in the water potential, the water move out of the exactly. So C. Okay, 18th. There are graphs given, 1 and 2 points are given, and these represent the different type of structure in the breathing system. Which row identifies the structure attached to the alveoli and a structure containing cartilage? Okay, which has a greater lumen and which has a lesser lumen and distance from the larynx. That would give you. Okay, so let's say the cartilage one is the trachea. Okay, attached to alveoli are bronchioles. Okay, which has a wider lumen? Bronchioles has a wider lumen. So, huh? This one is trachea. It divides into bronchi, and then bronchi divide into bronchioles. So, which have the wider lumen? Trachea has the wider lumen. So, this one is trachea, and this one is bronchiole. So, what is the answer? C, right? Okay. These are technicals, by the way. Okay, which process in plant uses energy from respiration? Which requires energy? Think. Yeah, it's not osmosis, it's not transpiration, it's cell division. Because these two, they get energy from sunlight, the solar energy or the light energy. Okay. Which sequence of statement explain the build up and removal of oxygen debt? What is the correct order? Anaerobic respiration. Okay, this one is first. Correct. Correct. Two. This one's so A is the answer. Correct. What is filtered out in the blood in the glomerulus and into the nephron? Glomerulus. Yes. Really? What passes through the glomerulus? Okay, if this is the glomerulus. What happened to my pen? If this is the glomerulus, why is not working? Let me check. Wait. Okay, if this is the glomerulus and this is the Bowman's capsule from where it travels to the like next part, this one is the glomerulus. Which substances pass into the nephron? There are four substances which pass into the nephron: glucose, water, ions, and urea. So all these four substances actually filtered out. So glucose is reabsorbed. That is about the reabsorption, where glucose is reabsorbed and urea doesn't. Okay, what can be broken down to form urea? Amino acids. Simple. Okay. Okay, this is a reflex arc basically. So receptor receives the stimuli and then they travel through like different parts and come back as a response to effectors. What is P, Q, and R? Sensory. What is present in spinal cord? Relay. It's a motor neuron. Correct. Okay. Structure of eye is given. So you are like looking at the near objects. What would happen to these like organs? Like what will happen to lens? Let's talk about the lens first. Uh, th- okay, thicker. Okay. Now tell me the response of the suspensory ligaments and the ciliary muscles. Contract. Ligaments contract. There would be more light passes through. So which would be the answer? B. So this is only the more refraction, the contraction of muscle, and it become thicker, and they'll slacken up. The G. Okay. Which hormone increases the blood glucose concentration? Correct. Okay. 26. It's about oxen. Okay. The basically shoot tip is taken, and then okay, these are pasted. Okay, let's see. A shoot tip was placed on an agar block. Substances can diffuse through agar. Light was shown on the tip from one direction only. After 3 days, the agar was cut into half to form blocks X and Y. Block X and Y were placed on the stem of the shoot that has been cut. The agar blocks were kept in the shoot stem for 1 week. What set represents the shape of the like what would be the correct shape? Okay. Okay, wait. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Okay, we say auxin is produced on a darker side, right? So the auxin would be produced over here, but not here. It's on the one side only. So if we place it, there won't be any change in the direction because there is no auxin. But this would definitely deflect it toward the light because of cell elongation or the cell production over here. So answer is C. Let me check by the way whether it's correct or not. I guess this is the only explanation. Yeah, it's correct. Okay. Next one. The diagram show production in the potato plant. Potato X was planted in the ground and plant grew from it. The plant then produced potato Y. What statement is correct? Okay. B. Because it's a type of asexual reproduction where no parents are involved, no female or the male. Gametes are involved. Which statement about pollination is correct? Okay, because these are the like longer statement, let's crack it. Self-pollination increase the ability of population to respond to change in the environment by increasing variations. Self-pollination doesn't increase the variation. Okay. Self-pollination increases the ability of the population to respond to environment by reducing variation. Okay, it has nothing to do with the variation, whether it's self-pollination or not. Okay, self-pollination reduces the ability of population to respond to change in the environment by increasing variation. Is it same like the first one? Okay, that is reduces. Okay, okay. Self-pollination reduces the ability of the population to okay. Yes, it can be. Why? Because there is no genetic variation. So it can reduce the ability of a substance to evolve to respond to change.